Real quick, I'm going to go over this area in here, all right? Show you to get close and personal. See the edge? See how it's slight edge there? That will come down fairly easy, wet sanding. Okay, so let me show you. Bring out the water, some sponge, rinse it out. Okay, now, in this area right in here. All right. Look at that. This was set up from yesterday. It's been about 24 hours. There it is. It's about gone. Okay. So this works really well. So I'm going to show you the end results of this right now, and then we're going to mix the drywall joint compound. Okay. Alright, so now let's show you this up close and personal. Okay. Look how smooth and feathered this edge is, and no dust. The beauty is no dust. Alright, but look how smooth this is in here. Alright. Remember how rough it was. Remember in this area right here, it was rough and had holes and like pits in it. Gone. Okay. So there you have it. That's wet sanding, alright? Using a sponge. Alright, now we're going to start mixing up the joint compound, the drywall mud. One thing, we are going to go over this wall because I sanded it, alright? And you got loose dust everywhere. Okay, I sanded it with the palm sander and hand sanded prior. Alright, I'm going to go over the entire area with this damp sponge. Alright, to lift and to pull off the dust, because the dust will prevent your joint compound from sticking, and that's huge. Alright, so I'm just going to go over this entire area. Alright, now look, I'm going to show you this. The dust that's on the wall I just pulled off on the sponge, okay? So this is why you want to go over the entire area so that you remove all the dust. Okay, a lot of guys won't sand, they will scrape the wall and avoid sanding. Alright? So if you do sand, okay, which is it's not a bad thing, you want to make sure you take a sponge and go over the area. Alright? This is more like a tile sponge. It's extra absorbent. It's extra thick. And it does a great job for when you're cleaning up grout. It does a great job for wiping things down, and they're inexpensive. Okay. Okay, so let's get into mixing the drywall mud and show you how to do that. Okay, let's mix the thin set, the joint compound. Alright. So I'm going to put some joint compound, some 90 Easy Sand in 90. Alright. Now I think I'll be able to use up before it sets up and gets thick. Alright. Now a little water goes a very long way. You can pour water in there from the bucket. You can use a cup, or some type of a container to pour it in there. Measuring cup you could even do. But I'm going to take this sponge, you want to squeeze about that much water in there. Then I'm going to start the process by mixing it up by hand. Then I'm going to finish, alright, the process with a paint stir on my drill, alright? But this way you don't overmix and it's controlled, and you're sure not to waste your joint compound, alright? Because especially when you're starting out, you add the powder, then you add the water, and you see I'm just adding a little water at a time. And then you end up making a great big batch that you're not going to use, and you end up throwing half of it or over half of it away. Alright, it looks like this may just be about right now, and I can use my paint stir. Now you see guys using these great big stirs that you don't need, alright? And and all I'm using is an attachment that goes on my drill that's for mixing paint in a paint bucket, alright? Now, this is probably a little bit, well, I almost have, there's almost not enough to mix with this electric mixer, but we're going to do it for GP. You get some little bumps of drywall joint compound in the mix, and so this is to remove those. And I'm tilting this up at an angle, alright? And I'm just barely going to turn this. This way those little bumps of unmixed drywall mud gets thoroughly mixed. And that's the purpose of this. Alright? Otherwise you got to take your drywall knife, you got to smash it against the sides of your container, and it just makes a lot more work. Alright? And you see I'm barely turning this. Okay? It looks like most of those bumps are out of it. There's still a few. If you look in here, you can still see a few bumps in the mix. Alright, that's unmixed joint compound. And we just want to get them blended in, mixed in. Alright. Okay, now I could mix more, but this is just for demonstration purposes, a quick, easy way. Alright, I'm slowly spinning to kind of get that off. Okay, then I'm going to stick this in my bucket and clean it off. Okay. Alright. Put this in your water bucket and just spin it a little bit and it knocks it off. Okay, that's how you do that.